What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Littleroot laddering. As you can see, we're continuing on playing the beat-up Cabalian team this week. We got, of course, Dragapult, Togekiss, Rotom, and Gastrodon rounding it out. So let's just get to it today. We hit Ultra Ball last time, so let's see if we can pull into Master Ball today. And if not, it's whatever. You know, we got a little bit more time in this month to get there. So plenty of time. As long as we get there by the end of the month, it doesn't matter, right? So let's see. First game of the day, what are we going to have? I've really enjoyed our time with this team so far. Honestly, I can't think of the last time we had a bad team. I'm just like, nah, this sucks. This is bad for content. I don't enjoy playing this. Every team that we've had here for a very long time has been super enjoyable. So let's see. We got Regidrago, Urshifu, Eliki, Tapu Fini, Whimsicott, and Incin. So I like beating them up. I like going for beat up here. I think I like Togekiss in the back. This is a way to do with Drago and potentially Urshifu as well. And I think to round it out, I want Gastrodon. Just because it bodies both Eliki and Fini pretty hard. I think this makes sense. I like everything we got going on here, so let's lock it in and see what our opponents bring to the party. I just want to beat some more people up. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? Alright, opponent. I'm anticipating like Whimsicott Drago up front here. And his Tailwind. It's Eliki Drago. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty okay with this too. Because I get to beat up plus blow one of them up. Oh, no. We want to beat up our Cabalian. There we go. And I kind of want to Airstream into the Drago slot. What potential switch-ins could they have for this? Their only resist is on the field, so I feel pretty okay going for this. We could also Knuckle that slot just to, in case of like instant switch-in. I think I like Airstream the most though, just so we can potentially outspeed Eliki. So we should take both of these hits fairly well. Eliki luckily shouldn't be able to do basically anything to Dugtrio, so they shouldn't have really any way of disrupting this unless it's like Hyper Beam plus Choice Scarf on the Drago. And then we potentially could lose Dugtrio here. It's just going to be Thunderbolt into Cabalian. We get our beat up off. We sit through the longest animation in the game. +2. +3. And now, Dugtrio should be faster than Eliki, right? What is Dugtrio's speed? I'm gonna have to check that after this turn. See what our speed stat is on Dugtrio. Is that Scarf Drago? No, it just naturally lived on 1. But luckily, it's not going to do anything now, so what is our speed on Dugtrio? It's 189. Let's see. Where's my calculator? Where's my calculator? I don't have my calculator. That's really unfortunate. It's on my screen that's currently my game. So we can I'm going to ally switch because I'm going to be a dirty ally switch player. And I'm going to Rockfall the Eliki because this will give us Sandstorm, which is going to then pick up the KO on the Draco. And potentially the Eliki, depending on if they're Sash. Do you think opponent read into... Nope. That is definitely a Thunderbolt into my Dugtrio. No Sash there. Alright, well, we have definitely got to beat up our opponent this game. That's really all we could have asked for. Drago takes some chip. 2 KOs in 2 turns ain't too terrible, if you ask me. Now, we do have to remember our opponent still does have their Dynamax to work with here as well. There's Whimsicott. That's not going to Dynamax. And there's Urshifu. That's probably also not going to Dynamax. I mean, it's going to in this instance because that's their best thing to Dynamax. But we will Airstream the Urshifu. And we'll Ally Switch again. Give him the mind games. Think, opponent, think. Why wouldn't we click Ally Switch? Yep, there's the Urshifu. I forgot Dragon Energy was a lot like Water Spout, but, you know, Dragon typed. So that it did literally nothing to either of our Mons. Unfortunately, it did break Sash on Dugtrio, which is not great. We're actually still faster than the Urshifu, too. +4 is not enough to pick up the KO, though. There's the Knuckle. Into my Cobalion. That's fine. That's completely fine. This is Moonblast, presumably. Oh, just Energy Ball. Yeah, this actually worked out pretty okay. And naturally, we live on 1 as well. Break the Focus Sash on Whimsicott. And now we can go for Bulldoze and Bounce. We'll bounce the Whimsicott slot. Yep, there's the Tailwind, but we should still be faster, I would think. Well, now we definitely are. Luckily, that Bulldoze is enough to pick up the KO on the Urshifu. And, I mean, this game is just over, so. Goodbye, Cobalion. I must return to my people. And we can Bulldoze again. Dugtrio should be the fastest thing on the field now, so we should be able to get a Bulldoze off before we go down. I mean, we have won this game. A very clean 4-0 victory here, pending that everything goes our way here. Let's just confirm that we're getting the 4-0. Whimsicott is now -2 with Tailwind. Our Cobalion is +1, so we should outspeed. We do. We connect the bounce. GG. Alright. Clean 4-0. 4-0 sweep to start the video off. That's a good way, right? That's what people like to see. I'm really curious what our opponent was doing with the Drago. Unfortunately, it just literally came in and died. The fact that Cobalion wasn't able to pick up the KO even at +4 is kind of concerning, but you know, it is what it is. Luckily, opponent also didn't bring Ensign, which could have been problematic had they, you know, cycled it in and out a couple different times. But because we have beat up, we can just get it. Oh no, I don't like seeing beat up on the opponent's side. So they have Terrakion Whimsicott, backed up by Urshifu, Aegislash, Cradily, and their own Dragapult. So I like Togekiss Dragapult up front with Cobalion Dugtrio in the back. Do I want to beat up? Could just bring like Rotom. I mean, Rotom doesn't do all that great, so maybe it's just Gastrodon because it can. I think Gastrodon's pretty okay. We just can't click Muddy Water or Scald while Cradily lives. Do I want Cobalion? I mean, we're probably Dynamaxing Dragapult here, right? So I think Gastrodon's okay here. Alright, opponent, what do you got? What do you got going on? Let's see. And it's just going to be Whimsicott Terrakion. So they should set Tailwind here, I would think. So what I am going to do, I'm going to click Follow Me. I'm going to click Will-O-Wisp. And if they want a Tailwind, I'm pretty okay with that. Might have also been appropriate to go for, like, Fly. They are just going to Dynamax here, so that's good. This is going to turn their Dynamax early here. So maybe they are just going for Beat Up here. Beat Up plus Max Rockfall into my Togekiss, maybe? Or it could be also Iron Head. Could be Steel Spike into my Togekiss as well. There's the Follow Me. We connect the Will-O-Wisp, so that's good. Are you Lum? No Lum. Their Whimsicott is slower. Their Whimsicott is Trick Rooming? What are you doing there, Whimsicott? No, the Whimsicott is just actually slower. Unfortunately, Togekiss is going to go down here. But that's kind of okay because now I can bring in Cobalion. And we can... I mean, they probably just go for Beat Up now. So I think what we do is we bounce the Whimsicott. And we Airstream the Whimsicott. No. Let's not do that. Actually, I do like bounce this slot. And I do like Airstream into this slot as well. If Whimsicott stays in, they get KO'd. If they click Trick Room or Tailwind, then they're not getting beat up off. I mean, they're not getting beat up off either way, so they might as well Tailwind. Because then they would actually be faster than my Cobalion, which could be problematic. No? Okay. They're Koba. Koba Whimsicott has never impressed me. Let's see if it does today. Okay. They actually get their attack off. Typically, I do not see it being worth it, but that's alright. But again, their Whimsicott's slower than Terrakion here, so even if they get this beat up off, it doesn't really mean anything. They don't get this attack off. And we can Wyrmwind to lower their attack to put them to +3 with burn, which is equivalent to less than +1, I believe. See, that's 1.5. That's 2.5 divided by 2 would be 1.25. Yeah, so less than +1. I mean, we could also just Phantasm to lower their defense. Could also... I don't think they max guard this turn. Could also just max guard my Dragapult. I actually think Airstream into the the Terrakion is correct this turn because they're going to set Tailwind. Dragapult should still be faster, I would think. Oh, we're not actually. Yeah, they're just going to Rockfall my Cobalion. But this shouldn't do really anything. I mean, it does a sizable chunk, but all things considered, not really anything. And now Dragapult will outspeed him next turn. So now Dragapult should once again be the fastest thing on the field. Cobalion comes down and bounces. Whimsicott is out of here. Okay. So I wonder if they're like max HP, max special attack on their Whimsicott. And that's one, why they're able to live, and two, why they're slower than Terrakion. I'm really curious. But their Dynamax is now over. They're going to bring out Cradilly. Okay. I mean, I can Iron Head into the Cradilly, and we can Phantasm into the Terrakion. That should be enough to pick up the KO. This is also going to drop the Cradilly's defense, which is going to be good for Cobalion to then get this Iron Head off into it. Dragapult should hold on after Sand this turn, I would think. Unfortunately, Cradilly holds on, and they're going to go for Substitute, but they're too low to be able to actually set it up now. So that's good. And yeah, Dragapult does hold on. Okay. So we got to effectively use all 3 turns of our Dynamax. We're the fastest thing on the field. They're Water Foo, so they could have Aqua Jet for Storm Drain. But it doesn't matter because I'm still faster. So we'll just Iron Head and we'll go for... No, I don't want to Iron Head. I want to Close Combat. And we'll go for Dragon Darts into the Urshifu. This should do 1-1, right? That's how Dragon Darts works. Yep, Storm Drain triggers. They're going to get +1 special attack. But again, it doesn't matter because we're faster. Good damage. Enough to pick up the KO on the Cradilly. And then Close Combat should be enough here to pick up the KO. Cobalion, what are you doing, my dude? What are you doing? I wonder if they forgot about Storm Drain and they wanted to KO my Dragapult there. I mean, it doesn't quite matter because I now have Gastrodon, so they can't Aqua Jet me now. So their only play is to Close Combat. Yeah, we'll click Close Combat, we will click Earth Power, and this game should be over. GG. GG. I'll take it. 2-0 to start the day. Feels pretty okay. Let's see if we can rattle off one more today. I really didn't mean to rhyme that many times in a row. I would like to look at our opponent's team, but unfortunately they're not going to share. Yeah, one more Shitpool is into Master Ball. Right? That should, based on how much we gained there. Alright, Bart. What do you got for me? Reggie Drago, Reggie Ellicky, Whimsicott, Dracovish, Grimmsnarl, and Cinderace. Well, I'm going to beat him up. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up. I'm going to bring in Gastrodon. And we will do... I think I like Togekiss. Togekiss lines up really well against their team. Yeah, let's do it. Lock it in. Lock and load. So Togekiss hits 4 of their 6 super effectively, and depending on what the Cinderace has, we could hit it too. So really, it's watch out for Reggie Ellicky, and we can do okay. Which we have double ground type, so if we just position ourselves in a way, Cobalion can just take over this game. Man, double Reggie Drago in one day. Is that triple Whimsicott today too? Yeah, because the first team had Whimsicott too. Yeah. Really, really interesting set of games today. Interesting teams we've seen. So it's going to be Grimmsnarl plus Dracovish. Okay. I'm going to pull Dugtrio out and bring in Gastrodon, I think. And we will just Iron Head down this Grimmsnarl. Do I want to go ahead and commit my Dynamax here? And just get a Steel Spike off? I actually really like that, because then we will just basically shut down this Dracovish before it gets to do anything. They shouldn't Fish's Rend here, right? Like, they should see Gastrodon on the team preview and not go for Fish's Rend. Instead, just go for, like, go for potentially, like, Psychic Fangs my Cobalion. I don't know. There's a couple different things they could do here. But Gastrodon, I think, feels pretty safe. They could also, like, fake out plus Fish's Rend into my, yeah, there's the fake out. That does a chunk. Cobalion's actually faster than them, too. And we almost pick up the KO, but getting this defense boost is going to be good, regardless of what they have going on. Yeah, and there's a Fish's Rend. Cool. Thank you. Num 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 num. Just eat them up. And now I'm going to... I kind of want to knuckle this Dracovish, and we'll go for... Actually, we could go for an Airstream into the Grimmsnarl, pick up the KO on it, and yawn this Dracovish. Yeah, they're going to withdraw the Dracovish. So we get a free yawn on the Cinderace, so obviously they're not going to want to stay in here. And after the Airstream boost, we're going to be able to outspeed it. Sure, get your Reflect up, but that's the last thing you're doing. And now Cobalion outspeeds your Cinderace too. Cool. Wow, wow. Cinderace, you're looking really tired there, bud. So obviously they don't want to Dynamax it now. And we outspeed them. We should outspeed everything on their team besides Ellicky now. And they have Drago as their last. So even if this is Scarf, we should still outspeed it. So they're going to switch out the Cinderace into Dracovish this turn. So I think my play is I'm going to Airstream into the Drago. And I'm going to yawn the Cinderace slot. Yep, there's the withdraw. There's the Dracovish. He's looking really tired too. And they're going to Dynamax the Draco. Okay. Well, we definitely still outspeed. They're behind Reflect, but it doesn't really matter. Because that means that Cinderace isn't Dynamaxing, and I think that's really important for us. Because we have Togekiss in the back, which really does a lot here for ours to be able to deal with not only this Draco, but also this Dracovish. Yeah, Wormwind, my Gastrodon, which is actually enough to pick up the KO. Did not expect that. Did not actually expect that to be enough. So I'm going to bring out Dugtrio here. So I want to bait them to Vicious Rend that slot. And I am going to switch out Cobalion and bring in Togekiss and go for a Bulldoze. Man, really did not expect that that Wormwind to pick up the KO on my Gastrodon. Okay, so now they're both -1 speed. They Wormwinded my Cobalion. That's great. They're going to Vicious Rend into my Dugtrio. We go down to Sash. Oh, and they actually have Max Strike. So they have Hyper Beam. Interesting. Good to know about. It's unfortunate because now Togekiss is outsped by the Dracovish. But we can bounce this turn and protect. Could also just Dazzling Gleam. It's super effective against both of their Mons. I think we have to. And we will bounce into the... I think the Dracovish is actually the bigger threat. How many turns of screens do they have left? 2. Potentially 5. We'll Dazzle. I think we're actually going to Stone Edge them. Just ignore the Draco. And we miss. Alright, Togekiss. Oh. Okay. I mean, we eat that. Okay. This is really unfortunate because they still have Cinderace in the back. I was really reliant on Gastrodon to win us this game. Man, had we bounced that turn, I think we were in really good position. But now I don't think so. Yeah, because Drago's the fastest thing on the field. We should... Togekiss does not live this. I'm sorry, what? Come on, Cobalion, you're killing me! Cobalion, my dude! Your life depended on it! I mean, obviously, we should have clicked Iron Head or any other attack there. Because now the Cinderace picks up the KO here. So it should be a 2v1 versus the Cinderace, but... One, we missed double Stone Edge. But two, I should have clicked anything other than Stone Edge. At least this last turn. I mean, they just attack and win. They should have probably like Iron Head. Yep. GG. GG. Close, but no cigar. Also wasn't expecting Dynamax Draco, but based on the rest of their team, it made sense, especially based on the situation that we put them in. Close match. Really close match. But unfortunately, guys, that is going to do it with our time with Beat Up Kabalion Doug Trio. So this team was a blast. Definitely got to do some really, really great things over the last couple days. So make sure you pick this team up while it's available. And as always, everyone, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back next week with some more Littleroot laddering. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.